Hi, after spending few days in Japan, my friend and I was flying back to Hong Kong from Osaka Kansai with Hong Kong Airlines. Traveling to Kansai Airport from central Osaka did take time. To board the flight taking off 12 at midnight, we had to leave Osaka at 8ish or it would be too late. Arriving at the airport after a 15-minute train ride, my friend led the way to Zone A at Terminal 1. It was rainy and very cold on the night. Not to forget, Kansai Airport is built on the sea, without much blocking the wind. This walk to the terminal was an unforgettable one. Lucky enough that the terminal wasn't far away and walkways were all covered. Terminal 1's second floor that we arrived at is for domestic departures. Take a lift to 4th floor for international flights. Kansai Airport is not as fancy as I have thought of if compared to the one in Hong Kong, but I found it okay as it was not very far away from public transport. It was just another short walk to Zone A. A staff came to us very soon for a check on our QR codes, which was the Hong Kong's health department thing, a health declaration form. She was very friendly and surprisingly spoke English very well. 4 check-in counters were open, but the wait wasn't short. We spent 30 minutes to wait for checking in. We didn't spend much time before going through immigration. Without having many people queuing, the process was smooth and quick. It was 10 p.m. at night, so it made so much sense to have no shops opening. And our flight was HX637 to Hong Kong at gate 14. Seems like Kansai Airport don't have a lot of long-haul flights, but with all these flights to Taiwan and South Korea, I guess I could imagine how busy this airport would be in the morning. Getting to gate 14, turn left. Wait, this shop has not shut its gate yet. Saw a lot of people in there busy shopping, and there were Hokkaidos, Shiroi Goibito for sale. The road ended very soon as we approached the shuttle train stop. It was not long until a train arrived, and we were brought to the North Wing after a very short ride on it. At 10 p.m. there were only 3 flights still had not departed, an Emirates flight to Dubai, a Singapore Airlines flight to Singapore, and a flight we were about to board here at gate 14. Kansai Airport is nice and clean, but were these lights a bit too bright? By the time we arrived at the gate, there were already a lot of people waiting, but the plane was still on its way from Hong Kong before picking us up without staying here in Japan. Look at these capsule toy machines. This is such a perfect chance for travelers to spend their spare coins before leaving Japan. I can see how smart Japanese are as they set a machine to change 100 yen coins for anyone interested in buying. Such a great place to do some last minute shopping. I did last minute shopping here at the airport too. Guess what? It was a bottle of green tea from a vending machine. Without Hong Kong's facial recognition thing here, we showed our passport and boarding passes to the ground staff at the gate. The process was still a smooth one. Why Hong Kong Airlines? With Japan opening to us and Hong Kong easing rules, a trip to Japan is something everyone's craving for. Paying just 3,008 HKD for return tickets to Japan with 20 kg luggage allowance included, I didn't expect much and I couldn't ask for more with this good deal. We were flying on an A320-32S with no business nor first class, just 174 seats, all in 3+3 configuration. It is indeed a small plane with nothing much to see. Saw that it was 9 years old, but I felt like it has been in service for 10 plus years. Plus, I could see all signages were all in simplified Chinese. Is it really not a second-hand plane bought from somewhere else? Look at this! I regret so much for not bringing some CNY stuff on board, otherwise it would really be a perfect match. We got a bit more legroom on an exit row seat. No headrests, but without being made thinner, they were totally fine. We worried if this airline would be closed down soon. We were on this flight anyway, which was actually full of passengers. Paying just 3,000 HKD with baggage allowance included, flying safely to and from Japan was already good enough to call this journey a nice one. Getting on a small plane was great, queues were short and boarding was smooth. Without having many planes taking off or landing, this flight spent 20 minutes on taxiing to the north runway before flying into the sky, which was quite long. Heading north during takeoff, this A320 made an acute turn southwards very soon. This allowed us to have a quick look of Osaka again. Sitting right next to an engine and wing, I could not see much of it but still a bit. I miss Japan so much and I will be back. Turbulence was hitting the plane, so in-flight services were all suspended soon after taking off. The seatbelt sign was turned off 45 minutes later and lights were turned on. I couldn't see anyone holding a Japanese passport. Guess everyone on board was going back home to Hong Kong. I never expected meals would be provided in flight, so that really surprised me. Well, not the proper meal that you may expect. but a bun to eat to feel less hungry. Everyone got a bottle of water plus a cup of drink with the choices of juice, soft drinks, and wine. After just 4 hours of flight, we were back in Hong Kong at 3:13 a.m. local time. We saw staff waiting for us very soon. They checked our QR codes on our phones, then sent us for a quick PCR test. Landing at 3 a.m. in the morning, it was too early for the shuttle trains to run, so we spent 10 minutes walking all the way from the gate to immigration. Our flight was the only one at baggage claim, so we grabbed ours quickly soon after we arrived. Wow, I love Hong Kong, yeah! Wow! 終於返到嚟香港啦！哇，好高興啊！耶！ It was 4 a.m. before dawn. The international airport runs 24/7 though, and there were enough seats for us to sit and wait for the first train or bus, leaving the airport at around 5 or 6 a.m. Spending 2 hours here to wait for a train or bus was totally fine. The problem was I was kind of hungry, so I felt like getting a proper meal from McDonald's was kind of essential, and I grabbed one to energize myself before heading back home. All in all, no doubt this flight does not depart nor arrive at the best time of the day. But if you're not expecting much apart from simply a safe journey to and from Japan, spending just around 3,000 HKD on a round trip with Hong Kong Airlines is perhaps a good deal. That's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.